Big Cat and PFT from Pardon My Take podcast have a sense of humor that gels with nearly every guest they have on. But there are rare interviews where the guest does not really get the show's humor, shtick, and style of interview. These are some of the worst and most awkward interviews in PMT history. Starting with number 5, Jay Bilas. In February of 2024, Bilas came on to mainly talk about the controversial topic of court storming in college basketball.
I want to do this in as respectful way as possible to have this debate. Why are you trying to arrest college kids?
I'm not trying to arrest college kids. And I'm sure you guys are among the masses for which nuance is this thing you can't grasp. But all I said was, we're not changing court storming. It's not going to stop. They don't want to stop it. So when they say they do, they're not telling the truth. If they wanted to stop it, they could stop it tomorrow.
This was following the Wake Forest crowd storming the court after beating Duke, which ended up causing Duke star Kyle Filipowski to get injured. Long story short, Big Cat didn't think he really got injured, and Bilas did.
Kyle Filipowski did not get injured. He's sore. He was an ankle.
That's an injury.
It was an ankle, then a knee, then
it wasn't. No, it wasn't. John Shire misspoke. It was a knee.
Okay.
He misspoke at a press conference because he didn't have all the information.
Well, he's playing on Tuesday.
Neither did we.
He's playing tonight. The only thing with the Kansas thing, I think that's a little disingenuous because Kansas is Kansas, and there's only one Kansas. There are certain blue bloods in the country.
It's not disingenuous. It's not disingenuous.
But there's certain blue bloods in the country.
Disingenuous means lying.
The next guest is former Rams star Aaron Donald. His first appearance on the pod was great. He and DK Metcalf were having a good time, and it made for an entertaining episode.
Did you have anyone who came out and said something negative about you when you, anything you have as a chip on your shoulder?
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure there was.
Yeah.
A lot of people, considered me undersized for my position, so there was a lot of doubters that think I wasn't going to have success in the league. But, you just go out there and you play ball, so...
I actually have one right here. Aaron Donald, have fun trying to be good at football with a pussy name like Aaron Bust.
Who said that?
Me.
But Donald's second appearance was boring, to put it politely. He spent the entire interview promoting his drink and would not even engage in the funny conversations Big Cat and PFT were going for. There was a PR guy alongside him whose sole job was seemingly to keep Donald on track of being in sales mode the whole time.
We actually have a triple electrolyte blend that helps, better mirror when an athlete, sweats to replenish those electrolytes.
Nice. That sounds sick.
Which makes for a snooze fest. Rob Schneider's appearance was not a snooze fest, but it was awkward at times. The whole interview felt like the actor and comedian was trying to big league the PMT crew. He did not seem to understand PMT's joking manner of conducting interviews and took offense at times, like making the Deuce Bigalow movie out to be a much bigger deal than it really was. Guy acted like he was Daniel Day-Lewis, not a comic actor who was in shitty movies. Months later, Big Cat mentioned this.
Well, there's a comedian that shall go nameless because they threatened to sue us. Sound off in the comments who you think it was. They're legit threatened to sue us if we didn't take down the whole episode. And we're that's not how it works. And we didn't do anything bad at all.
By process of elimination, AWLs on the PMT subreddit came to the conclusion that it was most likely Schneider. He would also go on to say this on Bert Kreischer's podcast.
Got nervous. Yeah, I had some people that were to me recently, these Barstool guys who just didn't make me laugh once the whole interview and didn't say anything funny. And it was very disappointing because I heard those were funny guys and they weren't with me.
When I see Adam Sandler trending, it's usually because he did something awesome to help out some loser like Rob Schneider.
Yes.
Not necessarily because he put out a new movie.
Correct.
No offense to Rob Schneider.
Yeah. We'd love to have him back on.
All right, I'm going to go with one of mine.
Dak Prescott was a relatively highly anticipated guest, but his interview ended up being a massive letdown on his June 2018 appearance. He had clearly never listened to the pod, and as this person puts it, he was completely caught off guard when they started asking questions you'd never hear in the normal media.
What's your favorite color?
Gray.
Gray? Did you
Gray.
say gray?
Yep.
Wow. That actually might be the craziest answer you've given.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gray. All different shades of gray.
Okay. All right.
Unfortunately, this interview was not filmed, so I only have audio. But the interview was so boring, it's not even worth talking about any longer. Moving on. Before I get to number 1, 2 honorable mentions. First, Dan Marino. Similar to Dak, Marino simply didn't seem to be having a good time on the show and was short with his answers. Second is Dan Bilzerian. The PMT crew went to Bilzerian's LA house during Grit Week 2019 to interview him. Before the interview, he made them all sign NDAs. So they had the interview, but Bilzerian later said they could not post it. Big Cat and PFT's sense of humor probably made Bilzerian come across as a douche, and he didn't want it seeing the light of day. So the interview was never released. The most awkward Pardon My Take interview was actually just a single moment from the John Cena interview in January of 2022. Cena, dressed in his Peacemaker superhero costume, was in a serious mood that day. He did not play along with the crew's jokes and would answer any non-serious question with a serious answer. First, he dismissed PFT's clearly sarcastic suggestion that he may have wanted the false rumors of his death to go on a little bit longer to gain some positive attention.
Was there a small part of you that wanted to just kind of go along with it for a day, just to get some of the tributes out there? Just so you can see all the nice things people might say and then be like,
There's
ta-da.
a small part of me that wanted to end my existence. The answer to that is a resounding no. I
No.
love the gift of life, and I want to have the gift as long as I possibly can. So no.
Not
Moments later, Big Cat tried to lighten the mood by saying this.
People would share anecdotes. Like I would have tweeted, remember that time John Cena wanted to fuck my belly button? Man, I miss that guy.
But John did not find it funny.
I know you guys are trying to have some fun. I just lost a really close friend 2 days ago.
Oh, shit.
No, that's cool. So when I say something like that and you take the smile off your face, loss is a really tough thing. And trust me, I'll joke about a lot of stuff, especially if you watch Peacemaker, I'll joke about a ton of stuff. But if you're trying to get headline grabs, I don't think, especially at this point, at any point, the fragile nature of human life is a headline to grab. So I know what you're trying to do. I can't fault you for trying, but in taking a moment to reflect on the passing of a good close friend of mine, man, I see things from a completely different perspective. I just don't think that's the right avenue for me to go down.
Big Cat did a good job of playing it off, but John was simply not in a joking around mood that day.
John Cena just fucking threw us through the ring there. That was a hell of a.
No, that's all right.
I feel bad. Yeah, no, you're right.
No, hey, whoa, yo.
Despite the interview lasting another 15 minutes, this moment essentially ended all fun to be had. Did I miss any interviews? Leave a comment and let me know. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.